Yori Petals, how you doing? It's your girl Lady Flegman, and welcome back to my channel, where we explore all the shades of love, not just the grey. And welcome back to Relationships 101 with episode 2, Mastering the Art of the First Date. Now with a title like that, you can just imagine what this episode is about. Yes, that's right, we're diving deep into the treacherous waters of first dates, the do's, the don'ts, and the everything in between. So I'm going to assume that you've matched with your potential boo and have bagged yourself a real life date. Well done! Clap, clap, clap. Hopefully it wasn't too painful of a journey, but just hold on there now, dearies. We can't just jump in without any lube, that's how we end up getting hurt. Oh no. We've still got a lot of work to do, so go grab a cuppa, get some snacks, and make yourself comfy, cause here we go. Before the date. Setting the stage. First things first, go have a wash. And that goes for you too, men. No shade, ladies, but I know how gross some of us can get, so go get a wash, you'll thank me afterwards. And also, brush your teeth. Right, now that you've groomed yourself, it's time to dress to impress. Now, obviously, I'm not saying a tuxedo to a coffee date. I don't even think Henry Cavill could pull that one off. But you know, upgrade from the sweatpants and the oversized t-shirts. Dress smart casual, give your hair a comb through, and you're golden. Now, I'm gonna guess you've been having a back and forth with this potential boo and aren't going in there cold, not knowing a thing about them. If that is the case, that's a major red flag. Back out right now. Even if you're just hooking up, you should know at least a little bit about them. Come on now, keep it classy, folks. But what you could do if you've been given the social media invite is do a little bit of retcon. Not stalker level, obviously, just a little rummage around and find any interests they may have. Make a mental note of any achievements they've had in the last month or so, or maybe even a potentially cute photo. Maybe they even have a pet. We're not talking about interrogation level of information or anything like that, but just enough to steer the conversation away from the awkward, the weather's nice, ain't it? I don't care how British you are, that is cringe. A rule of thumb for how far you should look back while doing your retcon is around a week for photos and 2 weeks for status updates. You could go up to a month's worth of posts, but that would depend on how long you've been added on social media. There's nothing creepier than your date mentioning a photo that you took while on holiday 3 years ago in Turkey. Unless you've rolled a crit 20 on your charisma check, you're coming across as nothing other than a red flag, I'm afraid. During the date. Walking the tightrope. Congratulations, you're actually on the date and haven't had the usual rain check that happens way more often than either sex wants to admit. Now let's keep this ship sailing smoothly. First rule, chill out, breathe, and don't overthink every move like you're playing 5D chess. You don't want to come across as a weirdo now. Rule number 2, location is key. Don't organise your first date somewhere like a bar during happy hour. You don't want to feel claustrophobic and like you're being watched or have to shout over the environmental noise. You're looking for cosy but not too intimate. Again, you don't want to come across as creepy. Unless intimate is what you're going for, then go right ahead. I know coffee is a cliche first date idea, but honestly it is a great idea, trust me. First date shouldn't be extravagant or high priced. You're just getting to know each other. Keep it chill. Communication and body language is also a major biggie. Keep your posture casual and open. Don't hunch over and keep your hands over your face. You want to come across like you're open and friendly and not trying to pull off your best Sasuke pose. It didn't work for him and it certainly won't work for you. Also, eye contact, people. Don't underestimate its power. You want to find that sweet spot of eye contact, because give too little and you come across as aloof and uninterested, while too much eye contact can have you coming across as intense and creepy once again. And let's not forget about the conversation, because through conversation you see the real unfiltered person sitting in front of you. It leads to deeper connections and discovering common ground. You want to listen just as much as you talk. After all, it's called a dialogue for a reason. And for the love of all Cthulhu, turn your damn phone on silent. Your mates can wait for the minute by minute lowdown of the date when it's finished. Fun conversation starters. Now I know sometimes it's hard to come up with a good conversation topic. Believe me, as someone who finds conversing rather difficult, I can understand the pain. So here's 15 conversation starters that could lead to some fun talking points. Number 1. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, dead or alive, who would it be and why? Number 2. What's your guilty pleasure TV show or movie? What do you like about it? Number 3. If you could instantly master any skill, what would it be and why? And no, everything is not a valid answer, you overachiever. answer. Number 4. You win the lottery. What's the first outrageous thing you're doing or buying? Number 5. What's your go-to karaoke song? Bonus points if you can actually get them to sing it as well. Number 6. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be? And for bonus points, what would your superhero name be? Number 7. What's the weirdest, uniquest talent you have? Number 8. What 3 items would you want with you if you were stranded on a desert island? Number 9. If your life was a movie, what genre would it be? And who would play you in the lead role? Number 10. If you could time travel to any era, past or future, where would you go and why? Number 11. What's your go-to comfort food? Number 12. What's your favourite childhood memory that never fails to bring a smile to your face? Number 13. If you could create your own ice cream flavour, what would it be called? Also bonus points for what flavours it would be. Number 14. If you could ask one question and get the absolute truth, what would you ask? And number 15. If you could have any job in the world, what would it be and why? Flirt like you mean it and embrace the awkward. Let's face it, not every moment is going to be smooth sailing. Awkward silences are the uninvited guests at a house party. Not wanted, but somehow creep in anyway and drink all the beers. But here's the best part. Just embrace it, make a joke about it, and move on. Playful banter keeps things fun and also breaks the tension. Let's say they spill a little coffee on themselves. A cheeky smooth and a wink could turn an awkward situation into a shared laugh, or even maybe a playful inside joke in years to come if the stars align. The key is not to take things too seriously. I mean, come on, life's too short to live with a stick up your arse. But, and this is crucial, know your audience. Some people might not appreciate the sarcasm or teasing, so just gauge their reaction. If they get uptight at your remark, apologise and maybe hold off on the sarcasm. But if they throw some sarcasm back your way and laugh, then it's safe to say that you've entered into banter town. More date etiquette. If dates were that simple, we'd all be doing it, but alas, they're not quite that straightforward. For starters, there's food. What's the best food to eat on a first date? It may sound bizarre, but you don't want to be pulling a Lady and the Tramp moment with a bowl of spaghetti. Save that for at least the 10th date. The best idea for a restaurant date is to pick somewhere that has a variety of items on the menu. This way you won't find yourself stuck with a weirdly shaped sushi roll. Though if you don't like sushi, maybe don't go to the sushi bar for your first date. Also, knowing about any allergies or preferences your date may have can save for awkward moments like ordering the seafood platter for someone who's deadly allergic to shellfish. Again, maybe get out the sushi bar. Then there's the social media etiquette. Do you tag them in the Facebook post? Do you take a photo of them with their coffee and show them off on Insta? Firstly, get off Facebook. Who even uses Facebook anymore? Jokes aside, here's the deal. Tread lightly. Not everyone is comfortable being plastered across someone else's Insta story. Ask them if they're comfortable with a discreet post, if you're really itching to post something. A discreet snap of the food or a coffee, or maybe a picture of both your shoes with the caption of date night vibes. It keeps the mystery alive without invading privacy. Or you could just put the phone down and completely avoid the social faux pas altogether. I know that is a big ask, but trust me, you will feel better for it. And let's not forget the age-old debate of who foots the bill. Look, it's the 21st century and we're all about equality. If you invited them out on the date, then be prepared to cover the expenses. Though that does depend on if they spend $300 on oysters. Sorry, I don't care who you are, you're paying for that if you ordered it. That's just ridiculous. This is why I say a coffee date is a great first date, because even someone with a good appetite isn't going to spend $300 on coffee and cakes. However, if they insist on splitting the bill, don't push it, and alright, let's split it. Can avoid that awkward moment of reaching for your wallet at the same time. Now, similar, if they offer to pay for the whole shebang, don't pull a dramatic "no, I insist" act unless you genuinely want to split it. If they're insisting, let them be the hero for the night. You can always get the next one. Post-date. Hug, kiss, or fist bump. You've survived the date and all the minefields and have come out the other side having had a blast. Now we just gotta figure out how to end it. Should you expect a kiss, go in for a hug, or offer a fist bump? Quick answer, it's never the fist bump. A hug is a safe bet. It's friendly, warm, and leaves room for the side hug if you're not feeling it, or for the longer embrace if the chemistry is right. Don't linger though. A good hug is roughly about 3 seconds. A kiss? Well, that's murky waters. If you're both feeling it, then why not? But again, please make sure it's consensual. Not everyone likes surprise mooches.
Bad touch, stranger danger.
And please Please, no handshakes. We're not at a business deal, you're on a date. The end of the date is like the finale of a fireworks show. You want it to be memorable. And let's not stop the fun there. You might be feeling like a second date could be on the horizon. Should you wait for them to suggest it, or should you take the reins? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being forward. Drop the casual, I had a blast, we should do it again. It shows genuine interest and takes the pressure off them. Though don't take it personally if they don't feel the connection's there. Same goes for the next day. Don't sit and stare at your phone like a judgmental cat. I know the age-old dilemma of do you text them straight away is as cliche as the TV show that spawned it, Sex and the City, but there is still some merit towards it. You don't want to come across as desperate, or worse, aloof. If you had a blast, why not just shoot them a text saying so? Something light and breezy.
It was breezy.
Not Monica from Friends light and breezy, but something like, had a great time last night, let's do it again sometime. But again, don't take it personally if they don't feel it. Not every date is going to lead on to another. Reflect on the date, but don't spiral into an over-analytical abyss. There's no need in stressing about every word you said or every move you made. We're humans, and humans are gloriously imperfect. And if the date was a total disaster, don't worry about it. You now have an epic story to share with your friends on the next night out. 10 golden rules for first dates. So let's go over the 10 golden rules for surviving the first date and making sure things go as smoothly as they can. Thou shalt dress to impress, but keep it real. Strut thou stuff in an outfit that screams, I'm fabulous, but save the tuxedos for James Bond. Casual chic is the name of the game. Thou shalt be punctual. Time is precious, and so is theirs, so don't keep them waiting. Being fashionably late is so last season. Being fashionably on time is where it's at. Thou shalt choose a date venue wisely. Pick somewhere that's cosy and not too loud. You're wanting to get to know each other, not attend a rave. Thou shalt be thyself. Authenticity is magnetic. Don't put on a mask to impress others. Just be yourself. Thou shalt embrace conversation, not monologue. This isn't a one-person show, it's a duet. Listen as much as you talk and don't dominate the conversation. Thou shalt banish the phone to the shadow realm. Put the phone on silent and resist the urge to Snapchat your entire date. Thou shalt mind thy table manners. Chewing with thy mouth open is a big no-no. Keep it classy and don't talk with your mouth full. Thou shalt roll with the punches. Awkward silent? Spilled a drink? Embrace it. Life isn't scripted, and neither are dates. Roll with the punches, make a joke, and turn those cringe moments into inside jokes. Thou shalt navigate the bill like a diplomat. If you invited them, be prepared to pay. If they suggest splitting, don't turn it into a power struggle. And if they offer to foot the bill, let them be the hero. Thou shalt follow up with respect. If thou had a blast, let them know. If it wasn't a match made in heaven, be honest but kind. Ghosting is so 2010, be a decent human being and communicate. And there we have it, folks. A brief look at how to handle the first date and the etiquette needed. What do you guys think? Have I missed anything? Leave a comment below and let me know what you'd add. Also, add your own first date stories down there, be they good, bad, or bizarre. I love hearing about first date stories. Call it a guilty pleasure of mine. If I get enough of them, I may even do a video of me reading them out. I feel like that could be fun. So anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, you know the score by now. Hit that like button, subscribe, join the Patreon, all that jazzy jazz. Now go forth and own that dating scene, and remember, life's too short for dull moments and bad dates. This is Lady Flegman signing off, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!